नमस्कार, प्रुडंट मीडियाच्या हॅलो करियर या कार्यावळीन तुमचे परत एकदा स्वागत। आणि ह्या शेवटच्या 50व्या एपिसोडाक जे गेल्या आठवड्यान आमची मॅडम आशिल्ले निसया विएगस तांकांच परत मॅडम तुमकां आमी येवकार दितात। आणि तोच जो विशय गेल्या आठवड्यान आशिल्लो की जे मानसीक किंवा शारिरीक व्यंग जेंकां आसात, अपंग जे आसात, ताणें आपले करियर कशें घडोवचें किंवा आपल्या पांयाचेर कशें उबें रावचें हो आमचो विशय आशिल्लो। मॅडम, आमी पळयलां की तुमी जे सांगलें की पेरंट्साचो रोल कितें आसपाक जाय आनी हांवें आयकलें पेरंट्सांच्या कडल्यान, पण हांचे शिक्षणाची सोय बऱ्या तरेन शिक्षण तांकां मेळचें हाची सोय गोव्यात कशा पद्दतीन आसा? संजय स्कूल किंवा बाकीच्या कडेन
जायतीं स्कॉलां आसा, आतां खूब शाळे आसा। Here in Panjim you have couple of schools, then you have even in the villages. In Ponda you have Lok Vishwas, St. Xavier's Academy is there in Old Goa, which is residential, and then there is all over now. It's not anymore a taboo to have a child which is special. A parent who has a special child now is beginning to feel special himself. Beginning to know their rights. The children are knowing their rights, and the parent are voicing their opinions, and they are voicing their difficulties also. And I think this government especially is very protective and very helpful towards these children.
So madam, हे जे आसा तुमी सरकारी येवजणी जे आसात की विशेष करून ह्या भुरग्यांक ते कशा प्रकारे आसात? म्हणजे कशे भुरगो, म्हणजे एखादो पेरंट्स समजा एखादो भुरगो डिसेबल्ड आसा जाल्यार ताका शिक्षणा खातीर किंवा आनी खंयची येवजणी कितें आसात?
येवजणी, लेट मी स्टार्टिंगाकूच सांगता तुमकां। सपोज I think, you know, once when I was in the school, when I was in the main school, थोडे फॉरेनर आयले एक दीस, and they said, you know, they came and they said, we'll give something to the children. So they said, we'll give them some uniforms. So I said, no, the government has allotted money for uniforms. So they said, we'll give some books. I said, no, the government has allotted money for books. And they were like very shocked, they were amazed. And then I said, even the children get a meal, you know, a midday meal, which is a sumptuous meal, and they love that meal. I said, the government has provided everything for this kind of children, even the transport facilities and all. And they were shocked. They were shocked that we have much more like the facilities. If the whatever is provided by the government reaches to the children, I think it's all the aspects are looked after. But when the government allots, it should reach to that child. Then they said, in what can we give? I said, now there are a couple of parents who are really below poverty line. Directly out of the school you can help them. But whereas where the school academics and the facilities given by the government are concerned, they have looked at the whole circle. Now if it doesn't reach the child, it is up to the management. When I was there as a principal, I was very careful to see that every child got what was allotted by the government. Then another thing I told them is that, okay, you want to spend time with the children, that was like giving. If you like to spend time, quality time, and then if you want to share a meal, you give, whatever, you want to share some snacks or whatever, you share with them. So that is more like that the child feels good about it. Okay. Now studying facilities, there is a polytechnic after high school, after high secondary, couple of schools, I think 4 or 5 schools we have up to the high secondary. One is Sanjay School, but the first school was St. Xavier's Academy. Sanjay School, Lok Vishwas, and I don't know. Pune. They have up to high secondary. After high secondary, the child, now see, here there are limitations. Now which are the children that study? The hearing impaired and the dyslexic. Okay, now for the hearing impaired up to 12th standard, then they normally they start working. But there is the polytechnic where they have they can learn a couple of arts like craft, like making soft toys, computers. Now the hearing impaired, they are very good at computers, because one thing is they are not distracted by sound. Once they sit on the computer, they totally focus.
ओके मॅडम म्हाका फुडो प्रश्न तोच विचारपाचो आसलो की जर एकट्याक जर जाका आमी सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट केन्ना येवं शकता की जेन्ना तो स्वताच्या आपल्या पांयार उबो रावता आनी स्वता कमयता तेन्ना ह्या भुरग्यांक जर शिक्षण हें तुमी सांगलें हाय सेकंडरी मेरेन आसा की तेज्या फुडें आसत तें जाल्या उपरांत जॉब तांकां मेळूं शकता मेळ्ळें.
Why? That is where I want to tell you something. When I was the director of Providoria, that was a God-given opportunity to me. I employed more of the students, my ex-students. And when the parents saw, okay, this is a child who was here, and this child is now a teacher, there is hope.
Okay.
It really, the moment I employed the children, special children only, when I gave them jobs, I gave one spastic. The art teacher was excellent, you know. We have an art teacher, he's excellent in art. Especially the hearing impaired, they are very good at art. Okay. More than what they can write. I remember when I teach them, if I took them for a tour, and then I told them write a composition. And they could not write much. Then I said, okay, just draw, paint. And you will not believe it, the paintings came out so beautiful, so many things that my eye had not caught. Like we had gone on the dock, so they had the dock, they had the fish, they had one had seen a swordfish, so he drew a swordfish, and the birds exact, you know. So they can, I mean, they are able to grasp, but to put down it becomes very difficult for them. The language becomes very difficult because of phonetics. Okay, so they can put down everything in paintings.
मॅडम तुमकांच मेळपाक आयल्लो तेन्ना आमी तुमच्या हॉलान पेंटिंग्स पळयले आनी तुमी म्हाका सांगलें की डिसेबल भुरग्यांक
ऑल स्पेशल
तेन्ना सांगून म्हाका खरें दिसनासलें इतकें तें सुंदर आनी अप्रतीम आसलें आनी म्हाका दिसता तुमच्या बरोबरच काही भुरगीं जे आयल्यात जे तुमचे स्टाफ आसात तेंचे आमी तांकां पळोवया तांच्या कडेन उलोवया आनी म्हाका आमकां एक वेगळी नदर ह्या सगळ्या कडेन
हांचेर तुमकां एक सांगूंक सोदता की वेन द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया डॉक्टर कलम had come to Porvorim, he was presented by a painting, and when I went to Rashtrapati Bhavan, I saw the painting in the president's house. I was so happy that, you know, a painting of our student is lying in the president's house, and he was so proud of it. Then Pratibha Patil madam also, when I met up with her, and she has the paintings of our children in her residence now. She lives in Pune. So it's like a pride for me. You know, it's because these children's talents, even now, right now, even our chief minister, when he was supposed to come as a chief guest for our sports day. So when I was asking the children, what shall we give him? And the children themselves said, we'll give him a painting. And what kind of a painting? Can you believe? They said, let's paint. So I said, like, I take it out from them. And then I want to know what they mean. So they came out with such a nice concept. It's a lotus. Let's paint a lotus. And they painted, each one is saying, he stands out, you know, in the BJP. He's the lotus. And then they made the whole scenery like, the rising sun. So a ray of hope or something. You know, each one's concept was so beautiful.
क्रिएटिव्ह असतात.
Creative.
मॅडम तुमच्या बरोबर जे आयला त्यांच्याकडे तुम्ही जे संवाद साधला तो आम्ही पळूया.
This is our teacher who teaches computers, Manuel Fernandez. He was our student and now he is a computer teacher at Sanjay School. He teaches, he is hearing impaired, he is profoundly hearing impaired. He uses sign language and he teaches other hearing impaired students. This is our teacher, Dilip. He is an assistant to teacher. He was our ex-student. He assists the teacher in the vocational unit and he helps the children do various art and craft activities. This is our assistant to teacher, Sunil Kurgaonkar. He teaches tailoring. He's an excellent tailor and he also teaches the uniforms and some of the students. He teaches the mentally challenged children and he teaches the hearing impaired children. This is Gangadhar. He's our teacher, Gangadhar. He is also an assistant to teacher. He assists the teachers and he teaches the children, the mentally challenged children and the hearing impaired children art and craft items. This is our art teacher. He teaches. He is profoundly hearing impaired. Besides that, he has a problem in his knee, and he teaches art and craft to the children. Now he's done beautiful portraits and all. But this is the work done by the children. Savio, he's also assistant to teacher. He also assists the teachers in doing in helping them with the mentally challenged children. He also teaches art and craft to the children. And for all to so he says, we have come here. I asked them, why have we come here? He says, we have come here to create awareness about disability all over Goa. And now I asked him, you're teaching painting, how they are doing well and whether he likes. He says they are learning slowly and they are okay with it. Okay. I asked him, you teach tailoring? He says, I made a lot of clothes and kept in the school. He is not brought. He is feeling upset about it. Yeah. Okay. He is saying, yeah, in the school we are teaching the children. We are assisting the teachers. He likes the computer. I'm a teacher, computer teacher. 12th standard class teacher. He teaches practicals to the 12th standard students. Computer. Now it becomes very easy for them to explain to a hearing impaired. They excel because they are in par with each other. So the hearing impaired child is able to understand and comprehend him very well. He is able to know, okay, this is not grasped or this is grasped. In the same way, if they are dealing with handicapped children, with the disabled, with the special children, in the same category, they can explain themselves better. In the same way, she deals with spastic children only. So she knows what are the pains, what are the difficulties of that particular group. So they are very proud of their job and they are very happy to be working. And because they are proud and happy, see, because now they are independent, totally independent. Before they were dependent. Since they are independent, they could all get married and have their families and things like that. Otherwise, they would always be dependent.
माझें नांव बेणनाथ फेर्नांदीस. हांव बांबई रावतां. हो म्हाजो भुरगो आमकां जल्माक येयलो. ताका खूब लायकींग आसलें कंप्युटराचें. म्हाका फाटीग लागलो. मागीर ताका हांवें कंप्युटर घेतलो आनी ते भाशेन ताका डिफरंट कोर्सीस केले. म्हाका कोणें हें करूं ना, पूण पॉलिटेक्निकान कोर्स हांवें केलो 6 म्हयन्याचो. तेन्ना तो म्हाका इंस्ट्रक्टर मेळ्ळो आनी ताणें ताका एकदम एप्रिशिएट केलो. ए ग्रेडींग ताका मेळ्ळें. ए ग्रेडींग मेळ्ळी, सर्टिफिकेट मेळ्ळी. हांव प्रिंसिपलाक मेळ्ळो स्कुलान वचून संजय स्कुलाचे आनी ती कडेन मागलें म्हाका ताका हांगासर शिकोवंक जाय तें. ती म्हणून तूं कित्याक भियेताय, आमी ताका शिकयता आनी ताका सिरियसूय दिता. हांव तुजे कडेन येलो. म्हाका तेणें सीएमा कडेन येलो, राणे कडेन येलो. मागीर आमची फायल तिणें पळोवन ताका म्हणाली दवरा. म्हणटकीर ती आसली प्रिंसिपल आनी ती आसली थंय डायरेक्टर प्रोवेदरीची. म्हणजे तेणें म्हाका हांव तिचे उपकार हांव देवाक आर्गां दिता. कित्याक तेणें ड्रायवींग लायसन्स काडलें, मोटरसायकल चलयता, म्हाजी गाडी तो चलयता, म्हाज्यान बरी म्हटल्यार जाता. आनी ताका हांवें डायरेक्टराक आरटीओ केलेलो. तेणें ताका खरीत भाशेन हँडिकॅप ताका लायसन्स दिलो, हँडिकॅप म्हणून.